we are.
Good morning. It's Thursday morning. It's 10:18 Mountain Time.
Is that what it is?
Mountain Specific Time.
Mountain Daylight.
Mountain Smoky Time because there's
Yeah, it's smoky
Glenwood
time.
Canyons is on
I have a
fire.
great picture. I was driving down the road on the way home. It's like red moon. Just
Yeah.
blood red.
Yeah, not
It
like
was
the
crazy
Rancid
looking.
song
Like
either.
Sauron was sitting over there.
You need some Visine because contact has
smoking
been in
so
so
much.
long. Yeah, exactly. Okay, kids, it's Thursday. We're here to talk to you about FOC or Final Order Cutoff. It's something that we do now twice a week because 2 is better than 1. FOC is basically our last chance as a comic book store to adjust our orders before things ship out to us, and in turn to you. So it's very, very important. It's something that we joke about it, but it's not.
It's not even
we don't
funny.
play light about this. It's
It's like a week of stress.
It's a nightmare. It's a constant cycle of stress. But we do this so that you guys have information to make informed comic book purchasing, and hopefully ahead of time, so that you get in on the trend before it's a trend, if you know what I'm saying. And so the way that this works, we're going to go over some notable things. This behind me is on our website. If you go to hallofjusticecomics.com and click on the blog, this will be the current post that is up there right now. And all of the titles that we're going to talk about on here are going to be in store right around September 9th. The DC stuff that we get to is going to be on FOC Sunday, August 16th. So we need your DC orders by 11 a.m. on Sunday, August 16th. If you're coming into the store over the weekend, you got to come by. Saturday night is your last chance to write stuff down on our FOC pad here at the shop, because I'll take that all Sunday morning and get that all uploaded.
I did it faxed into you like last week.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Screenshot.
Just clicking pictures. Everything else, DC, Dark Horse, Boom, Dynamite, Marvel, all the other stuff is on FOC Monday, August 17th. And again, we'd need your orders in by 11 a.m. on Monday the 17th. I just found an oops, I got to correct that later.
Which one?
About the
Sunday, it says 7th. Oh,
August 17th, but then it says Monday
Oh.
the 10th because that was from last week. Yeah. So I'll fix that. So the way this works, if you would like to subscribe to anything that you see during the show, you can comment in the chat right now that you would like to sub Hotline Miami Wildlife. We'll talk about that here in a second. And we'll make sure that all of the issues for that series, 8-issue miniseries, show up in your box. If you have no idea, if you're like me and have no idea what Hotline Miami Wildlife is, you can just say that you'd like to pull a copy to see what it's all about, and we will just put that one copy in your hold slot. But please be specific. If you're pulling a book, make sure that you include the title, the cover, and the quantity that you would like to order. Because again, up until FOC, it's all fair game. You can order 25 copies of a book if you want. You can order 2 copies, cover A, cover B, whatever. After Final Order Cutoff, then we're limited to what we placed with Diamond or with Lunar. So that's why it's critical that you guys get your orders in as soon as you possibly can. And even then, allocations may occur. Damages may occur, shortages may occur, but we'll do our best to get you whatever it is that you've asked
We're
for.
gonna have an initial order, so
Oh God! Yeah, as much as that sounds
Alive.
ludicrous, it makes a lot of sense. But we can hopefully catch it all on FOC.
Right.
So again, if you'd like to subscribe to something, sub with the title. If you would like to pull something, pull title, cover price, or cover choice, and quantity that you'd like to
and
order.
you're gonna find it real quick today why this is necessary
Why?
with the detective.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, we posted about that last night, so hopefully I've seen. We did it. We'll get to that when we get to that. Okay, from a new publisher called Behemoth Comics and in stores on September 23rd, Hotline Miami Wildlife #1 of 8, presenting a new monthly comic series based on the multi-million unit selling indie video game franchise Hotline Miami. I have never heard of that game, probably because I don't play a lot of video games. This oversized first issue features an original spin-off story in the Hotline Miami universe, told from the perspective of a new character, Chris, and his struggle to deal with the coming war, his tendency towards self-destruction, and the mysterious pseudo-patriots of 50 blessings.
What?
I have no idea what that
This is
means.
a pseudo. Johnny Larson just said, I need 20 copies of everything that will be worth a lot of money one day.
Well, Johnny, you tell me what that is, and I'll make it happen for you, sir. The video game franchise has earned over $100 million in revenue for publisher Devolver Digital. So, of course, they need more money and are going to publish a comic book for you now.
Cars are not big enough.
Frequently featured on most greatest indie video games of all times lists. Again, I don't know what this is, but hopefully you do.
Get a gamer and tell us what the hell that is.
Both the main cover on my side and the variant cover on Dom's side are by Alberto Massagia.
The Romans can decipher the other on the variant.
Yeah, the Russian one.
Yeah.
So, Hotline Miami Wildlife, #1 from. Hey, that guy's in a rabbit suit and he's got machine guns. What is going on? I don't know. Is he a furry? Find out. Read this comic. Oh, that voice.
Dude, that voice is harsh.
It kills me. Okay. From Dark Horse this week, something a little more familiar. In stores on September 9th, we've got Bill and Ted Are Doomed, #1 of 4. After defeating the evil dictator D. Nomalos in Bogus Journey back in 1995, things aren't looking as excellent as they sound for either Bill and Ted or the Wild Stallions. There's tension in the band and worry at home. Bill and Ted's obsessiveness with writing the one song to bring peace to the world is affecting their playing and their relationships with their families. The band is losing favor with fans, and the future isn't shaping up as they were all led to believe it would from past and future events. Desperate for a solution, Bill and Ted burst in to announce their great idea and revive the band's fortunes. A world tour to spread the love and the rock and the love of the rock to the world. Main cover on my side is by Evan Dorkin. The variant cover on Dom's side is by Roger Langridge. This is an official prelude to the new movie that comes out. I think it's... Isn't it? Is it August or September? It's coming up pretty soon.
It's real soon, man.
So hopefully this will be out. #1 will at least be out before... Well, that's true. Bill and Ted Are Doomed, #1 of 4 with 2 available covers. Okay? Next from Dark Horse, we've got another video game. This one I've at least heard of, unlike Hotline Miami. We've got Cyberpunk 2077 Trauma Team #1.
Keanu Reeves one too, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, isn't this the Keanu Reeves one that everybody was raving about?
I don't know, man.
Don't know.
It looks cool, I think, from the previews that I saw. This is also a 4-issue miniseries. Oh, excuse me. Nadia, an assistant EMT for a privately owned business known as Trauma Team International, is the sole survivor of a failed rescue mission turned shootout. After she agrees to continue work for an upcoming extraction mission, Nadia and her new team find themselves in an even more dangerous and life-threatening situation. Featuring the incredible creative team of writer Cullen Bunn from Harrow County, Uncanny X-Men, and illustrator Miguel Valderrama from Giants. This is Cyberpunk 2077 Trauma Team #1 of 4. So there you go.
I like that cover.
I do too. Okay, from DC this week, in stores on September 9th, we have another death metal one-shot. This is Dark Knight's Death Metal Trinity Crisis #1. $5.99. Right now, if you order it at FOC. The day it comes out, it might be $20. I don't know. With Superman freed from his new Apocalypse prison, the classic Trinity lineup is reunited and ready to rock. Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman amp up their power to launch an assault on Castle Bat, and that's just the warm-up act. 3 walking nightmares are hidden deep inside the fortress, but these dark multiverse versions of the Anti-Monitor, Superboy Prime, and Darkseid hold the key to humanity's survival. The Justice League have to face down their old nemesis, but will round 2 be the end for our heroes? Main cover on the screen right there is by Francis Manipal. So Dark Knight's Death Metal Trinity Crisis #1. Just a one-shot. Okay? Here's the big deal, folks. From DC and in stores on September 16th. We have Detective Comics number 1027. That is 1,000 issues past the debut of Batman way back in the day in Detective 27. In honor of Batman's first appearance, this special book size hashtag 144 pages brings you the biggest names in comics as they chronicle the most epic Batman adventures Gotham City and the DC Universe have ever seen. The world's greatest detective has a mountain of cases to crack. Who murdered Gotham's most corrupt police officer? What does the Joker's annual visit mean for Bruce Wayne? And most importantly, what Wayne Tech mystery will sow the seeds of the next epic Batman event? All this and more await you within the pages of the biggest Batman issue of them all, 144 pages. And it's $9.99. So that's a pretty good deal, man. It is like it's like a trade paperback.
Is it square bound?
It is square bound.
Okay.
We're going to walk you through all the covers. So right there on the main screen, that is the main wraparound cover by Mr. Andy Kubert. $9.99.
That's badass.
Next up, so the theme for the detective variants were Batman friends and foes. So up next we've got, I should point out, this is the, what is that called? The list of stories, the title page, so if you take this picture later on and zoom into that, you will see all of the creative teams and the stories. Everything in this 144-page book is brand new. There is no reprint whatsoever. There's pinups, there's variant covers, there's all kinds of fun stuff. So I can't think of what that table of contents. Thank you.
Ben Salazar.
Good job, Ben. All this Harry Carey talk has wrecked my brain. So the first variant cover over there on Dom's side is the Batman and Nightwing variant by Mr. Lee Bermejo, which I really dig because I like the contrast of the old up top and the new down at the bottom. Next, we've got the J. Scott Campbell Batman and Batgirl cover, which I'm sure is going to be a super hot sellout. Right next to that is another hot one. You've got Batman and Batwoman by Mr. Art Germ. All these, again, $9.99. If you have a subscription, you're getting 10% off. Pay attention to that. Then we have, as a friend, we've got Batman Superman by the one and only Mr. Jim Lee. Besides him on Dom's side, you've got the Frank Quietly Batman and Robin variant cover. Now we move on to the foes. We've got, from Jim Chung, we've got Batman and Bane on my side right there. On Dom's side, we've got Batman and Harley Quinn by Oliver Coipel. If we move it down one, yeah, Batman Scarecrow by Mr. Gabriel Dell'Otto. That's pretty awesome. On Dom's side, you've got Batman and Catwoman by Adam Hughes. Right down there at the bottom. I did the same exact thing. Whoa. On my side, we've got Batman Joker by Mark Silvestri. And then we've got a very cool kind of powder puff blue blank cover. No, Randy said no.
That would be cool if it was done with white.
It's really all marked up.
Shut up, Randy. Don't jinx it. It's not. We haven't even ordered it yet, man. So all of those covers, those big 144-page mega spectacular, $9.99 on FOC this Monday. We just got the other. If you guys follow us on Facebook, hopefully you do because you're watching this show. We posted the first half of them last week. DC got us the second half of them this week, which gives us exactly, what's today? Today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days to promote. Yay! Thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks for that. Instead of months in advance. But that is Detective 1027.
We can't do that because they laid everybody off.
Well, too soon? Next from DC this week, in stores on September 9th, we've got Superman 25 with a new villain alert. I shouldn't do that with the microphone. That's weird looking. Introducing Sinmar, a colossal new threat to Superman, the planet Earth, and the DC Universe, arrives on the scene in this special issue. The unique warrior called Sinmar was created to represent an entire alien race. He's trained his entire life, but for what purpose? As the antithesis of everything Superman stands for, Sinmar launches his aggression towards Earth to destroy the Man of Steel and every being on the planet. This is what Superman was born to protect us from. Main cover with him right there on the cover is by Ivan Rice.
It's like a pumpkin head or something.
He does, kind of.
Wait, get that.
It's like a weird, angry Twi'lek.
Yeah.
I don't know. Variant cover on Dom's side by Mr. Brian Hitch. He looks like he's having a good time punching that car full of bad guys.
I like how, the dark side, dark seed, whatever you want to call him, it's always attacking Earth.
Yeah.
But these other villains that are so big and bad fly under the radar from him.
Not Sinmar, apparently, because he's going to do the same. Finally, from DC and in stores on September 9th, we have Wonder Woman number 762. And look at that Josh Middleton variant cover.
Killing it.
Damn. Also with a new villain alert. Liar Liar debuts in this issue. It just sounds weird coming out of my mouth.
What?
Random acts of violence are breaking out all over the earth, and Wonder Woman is closing in on the source. The problem? It looks like a new ally is to blame for the widespread pandemonium. Check out the debut of a deadly new villain, Liar Liar, in this issue, plus the shocking connection between this new threat and a face from the past. Main cover on my side is by David Marquez, featuring the first appearance right there on the cover, hanging out in Abe Lincoln's lap. That'd be a good name for a band, Abe Lincoln's lap. No?
I think they just make us I see Liar Liar and they have like Jim Carrey beating the crap out of
Right.
him.
I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind? I hope that's a line in the book. Spectacular variant cover by Mr. Josh Middleton. Still killing it on the Wonder Woman variants. Okay, kids, from IDW this week, we've got Star Wars Adventure Annual 2020. This just sounds badass. Framed for a crime he didn't commit, Jackson finds himself at odds with the Empire, the Rebellion, and his ex-partner. Co-starring Luke, Leia, Han, and Chewie in the days leading up to The Empire Strikes Back. Plus, this is where it gets me, an all-new tale of everyone's favorite droid bounty hunter from Empire Strikes Back, IG-88. That's cool.
I like it.
Main cover right there on your screen is by Morissette. These guys are usually $7.99, so they're a little more, but they're also more pages, square bound. Star Wars Adventures Annual 2020. From Image this week, we have another one-shot. This is Ice Cream Man Presents Quarantine Comics number 1. In the early days of the pandemic, in the long ago, the team behind Ice Cream Man launched an online-only series of mini-comics sent in the Ice Cream Man universe. The project was called, predictably, Quarantine Comics. These strange little ditties were meant to tide folks over while the industry was on pause and also raise money for struggling comic book shops, with 50% of all proceeds donated to Comic Book United Fund, which is part of BINC, the Book Industry Charitable Foundation. Now, collected in everyone's preferred format, which is a floppy comic book, are all 6 issues of Quarantine Comics featuring brand new cover art and bonus stories by guest creators. And as before, 50% of creator profits will go to Comic Book United to help stores get back on their feet because comic book shops are sweet. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
So Ice Cream Man presents Quarantine Comics number 1, just a one-shot, $5.99 on Cutoff this Monday. Okay. Marvel's got a couple of things coming up, the first of which we're going to show you right here. Marvel is doing a series of variant covers called the Heroes at Home variants, which are all done by Gurahuru. It's so hard to say. Gurahuru? This is the cover. Thank you, Randy. This is the cover for Amazing Spider-Man 48 that is on FOC this week. And much like, I don't know if you guys remember the cat variants that they did, this is just a cool little 9-issue comic book panel that's on the front cover of the book. So it's just neat. It's fun. Here we see Spider-Man. It looks like he's baking some croissants. He's vacuuming his apartment. He's talking on the phone while folding his clothes. He's checking some email. He's fixing his web shooters. But then he realized that he put active dry yeast packet into his web shooter, which means he used web fluid for the yeast in the baking thing. And boom, he's got spider sticky all over his apartment.
Remind me of the old news strip.
Yes,
stuff.
absolutely. They're just fun. They're just fun, goofy little, other things to focus on. So, Heroes at Home variants. The first one right here is for Amazing Spider-Man. We've got another one coming up right now. Next from Marvel, we've got Captain Marvel number 21, which is an Empire tie-in and the finale to the Accused story arc. The rise and fall of the Supreme Accuser, the end of a war, the end of an era, and the birth of an even more dangerous world. Carol Danvers must make a choice that will define her life and the lives of those closest to her. The main cover on my side is by Jorge Molina. That's a pretty ominous freaking cover right there. There are also two covers that we don't have images for. There is a variant cover by Chris Boccolo, and it is a spoiler variant. There's a Jenny Frison variant that, from what I understand, is open to order. That might change. Yes, it is. And then we've got the Heroes at Home variant on Dom's side, also by Gurahuru. This time, we've got some word balloons in there. I'm not going to read it to you, but check it out, blow it up, take a look. They're fun. It's just fun. There's the Flurkin interrupting a phone call. It's pretty awesome. Okay. Yeah. Next from Marvel this week, we've got Empire Aftermath Avengers #1, just a one-shot. The end of Empire begins a new age for the Marvel Universe. In the aftermath of the cosmic conflict, the forces gather one last time. But why? And at whose bidding? New bonds will be forged, new families will be founded, and there's a new role waiting for Earth. But new destinies bring new dangers and new enemies. Welcome to the new Marvel Space Age, true believer. Hope you survive the experience. So there are 3 covers available for this one. I only have one of them. There is a main cover by Jim Chung that we don't have. There's a variant cover by Jim Chung, which we also don't have. And there is this variant cover, which is by Mr. Greg Land. So it is good. It's really good. So Empire Aftermath Avengers #1, $4.99. On the flip side of that coin, we have another one-shot, Empire Fallout Fantastic Four #1. I need some water. The fate of all future Kree-Skrull wars is placed in the hands of Reed Richards and his family. Thank you, sir. The Fantastic Four.
Your water bottle turned white on screen.
Watch this. Oh, it's
the camera.
Dang it, that's cool though. This is no standard issue of a Marvel comic, true believer. 2 major turning points for the entire Marvel universe will take place here. I don't know if that's them trying to hint that there's something major going on in this issue, but they've lied to us in the past. Also in this issue, the Profiteer returns, but is she here for revenge or justice? And a special appearance by the most ominous cosmic character of them all, the Unseen. Main cover on my side is by R.B. Silva. This is the other set that we want to talk about for a second. Marvel is also through September and October doing a set of Alex Ross timeless variants that feature painted busts of all of the most famous of Marvel characters. So the variant cover on Dom's side is the Alex Ross timeless variant featuring Submariner.
Featuring the Aqua Cloud.
I want to say that there's 37 of these in all, maybe 32. So again, check out our Facebook post. I created a whole album with all of the covers that are available to order. They are open to order, so they're just cover price. So if you're a big Alex Ross fan or you have fans of specific characters, check that out. Get your orders in because the first one is on FOC right here this Monday. There's also, if we bump down one row, we've got a variant by Carmen Carnero featuring Captain Marvel as she blasts off in outer space, and a variant on Dom's side by Mr. Alan Davis. So Empire Fallout Fantastic Four #1, just a one-shot, $3.99. Okay? Next from Marvel this week, because they are taking over everything along with Disney, we have the Rise of Ultraman #1 of 5. In darkness there lurks kaiju, terrifying and unfathomable monsters. Between kaiju and the rest of us stands the United Science Patrol. But who are these enigmatic defenders and how do they perform their miracles? Shin Hayata and Kiki Fuji have spent half a lifetime trying to figure out, and their quest is about to drive them towards a decades-old dark secret and put them on a collision course with a mysterious warrior from beyond the stars. Kyle Higgins, writer of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and Matt Groom from Self-Made and Francesco Manna from Avengers reimagine the classic origin of a pop culture icon as the Rise of Ultraman begins. The main cover on my side is by Alex Ross. Blank cover over there on Dom's side. We got the action figure variant up next by John Tyler Christopher. Yeah, the throwback photo cover on Dom's side over there is fantastic. We have an Oliver Coipel Spider-Man variant cover because we got to throw Spidey in there. And then the best for last, Scotty Young, tiny Ultraman battling larger kaiju. Fantastic. 5-issue miniseries. Each one of these open-to-order covers is $5.99 and is on FOC this coming Monday. Okay. Lastly, from Marvel this week, we have Web of Venom Wraith #1, just a one-shot, as all of the Web of Venom one-shots are. Since his appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy, one thing Wraith has made perfectly clear is that he's hunting Null, the god of the symbiotes. Now, in the wastelands on the outskirts of the cosmos, he'll have his chance to face him. Main cover on my side is by Mr. Kyle Hotz. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Juan Jose Rip. They are both awesome. They are both $4.99. If you're already subscribed to Venom, we will pull all of the Web of Venom one-shots for you, so you don't have to worry about requesting this. But you can anyway if you want.
Yes.
Okay, from Vault Comics this week, we have a new #1 written by Max Bemis of Say Anything called Heavy. Bill may be dead, but he's got a job to do. Welcome to the big wait, where folks who don't quite make the cut go to work after they're dead. Everyone in the wait's got a job. Bill is a heavy whose job is policing the multiverse, making sure bad eggs get what's coming to them. He's on track to earn his climb and reunite with the woman he loves, until he meets his new partner, the worst dude of all time. Heavy is the Punisher for neurotics, Inception for the impatient, and Preacher for, well, it's a lot like Preacher. So if any of those titles interest you at all, Max Bemis and Eric Donovan bring you a story about the existential purpose of dumb boys with big guns. I do too, man. The main cover on my side is by Eric Donovan, so that is what the interior is going to look like.
I didn't notice that. The smoke coming out of the gun.
I know, right? With the little tiny angel. You see the little angel there?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Variant cover on Dom's side is by Tim Daniel. And then again, we have another variant cover down here on my side that's basically the flip negative of the main cover, also by Tim Daniel. So Heavy from Vault, issue #1 on FOC. Try something different, man. If you like The Punisher, if you like Preacher, if you like Inception, all of those things come to play in that book.
We're on to our new segment.
We have a new segment. We started it last week, but we've got some stuff for you this week. So let's hit them with that little clip, shall we?
Hey, bro. Second Prince?
This is it's titled right now, the subsequent print speculation section. We might have to change that. We should take a
We should do the Oscar
fan
thing.
poll. What's that?
Called the Oscar Memorial.
The Oscar Memorial Fund. So this is a segment where we feature nothing but subsequent prints, second prints, third prints, fourth prints. They're so hot right now. And most stores don't order a whole lot because a lot of shops still have copies of the main cover laying around. It's a weird time that we're living in where the second prints, the day of release, immediately become, selling for double, triple, quadruple cover price. Yeah, it's just nuts. So we want to give you guys the tools to order if you're a speculator. Oscar and Jeremiah and whomever else may be watching the show. Chris Peppers. Here is your chance to get in on all of the subsequent printings that will be available as of this coming FOC. So to start it off from DC, we have 3. We have a Batman #90 third print with a very cool black and white cover featuring the artwork of Jorge Jimenez. Also from DC, we've got Batman The Adventures Continue #1 second print. I can't believe how well this book sold. It is just, it's so hot right now. And then we've got Batman The Adventures Continue #2 second print featuring a first appearance. Main covers of that are selling for $20 on eBay, so if you have one, go list it or not. The rest of these I don't have images for. I literally just checked for them before we went live. From IDW right there, we have Snake Eyes Dead Game #1 with a second print. And then from Marvel, we have this chunk from right there to right there. So I'm just going to read them off because we don't have images for any of them. We've got an Empire #4 second print. We have a Star Wars Bounty Hunters #1 third print. We have a Darth Vader #3 second print. We have a Strange Academy #2 third print.
Wow.
The second print just came out.
I know. It's hot.
Third
It's
print.
cover.
Strange Academy #2. Randy wants 4. We have a Thor #1 third print. We have a Thor #3 fourth print. And a Thor #4 third print. Does that tell you how hot Donnie Cates might be?
Yeah.
Just a little. Just a hair.
His name should be Gold.
Donnie Golden
I love
Cates.
gold.
I love money. So that's it. That is all of the second prints that are available to order on this FOC. If any of those are striking your fancy, please let us know. For DC, remember, DC's got to be in Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Everything else, Monday morning at 11 a.m. We'll get you whatever it is that you want. Okay? And that brings us to our second segment, which is ironic, because this is our Who Does #2 work for segment.
Who does #2 work for? Who does #2 work for?
That's right, buddy. You show that turd who's boss.
You show that turd who's boss.
right.
You're the boss. We're the
What are
turds.
the-
Show us who's boss, turds. I think. I don't know.
Yes. That one.
This second segment is something that I keep wanting to say second suitor from Mallrats because it's hilarious. But anyway, this second segment is all about issue #2s that are on FOC. #2s are always under-ordered because stores order big for #1s. It's a big new release. People grab #1s off the rack. They might be speculating. They might set it aside for later. They don't get to reading it right off the bat. #2 comes out. We cut our numbers because we're looking at sell-through on issue #1, and then you don't get a copy because we sold out. So we want to bring some light to the issue #2s that are on FOC this week. There's only 2 of them, so it's going to be real quick. So pay attention! From AWA, we've got Bad Mother #2 of 5, a nerve-wracking thriller from crime writer Krista Faust and blockbuster artist Mike Deodato Jr. April Walters is a hit-and-run victim of life, a middle-aged soccer mom whose inner fire has been snuffed out by her dreary suburban existence. When her teenage daughter goes missing under mysterious circumstances, April embarks on a harrowing mission to find her, a journey that takes her through the underbelly of her suburban community and sets her on a collision course with a massive crime syndicate and its lethal matriarch. Tested to her limits and beyond, April discovers that hell hath no fury like a mother scorned. Bad Mother #2 of 5. And our second issue 2 for this week, we've got Snake Eyes Dead Game #2 of 5. Superstar creator Rob Liefeld's action epic hits a new high. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow race against time and each other. There can only be one winner, but no limit on who fall to the dead game. Main and variant covers are both by Rob Liefeld. That's the main cover. I don't have an image for the variant cover because Rob can't draw feet. Even though there's a couple feet on the cover right there.
Somebody
So
else do him. You know he did.
Right.
He doesn't have those sock pouches I put up here.
he's got a pinch footer. Snake Eyes Dead Game #2 of 5. Yes, foot fetish. That's his arch enemy. Rob Liefeld's arch enemy is foot fetish. That's fantastic. All right, kids, that wraps the first part of the show. The second part or the third, fourth part, whatever part we're on, I don't know. I don't keep track anymore. This is your complete list of everything that is on FOC this Sunday and Monday. You can do with it what you will, but we break down the first chunk is all of the DC product, which of course doesn't have item codes, so you just have to copy and Google to see what some of that stuff might look like. The second chunk there is all broken down by publisher, and in front of the item we have an item code. The item code, if you want to see what any of that stuff looks like or read a little bio about it, all you have to do is copy that item code, whichever. You going to grab one?
I am. I'm going to grab the lunchbox because I want to
Okay.
see what the lunchbox.
All right. So we're going to take a look at the Umbrella Academy Lunchbox replica. from the Netflix show, available from Dark Horse Comics. So you copy that item code, paste that sucker into a web browser of your choice. The very first item that's going to come up is the Previews World listing for that item, and voila, there it is! The Umbrella Academy Lunchbox Replica with a retail price of $19.99. It's not. If you would like,
Does it come with thermos?
I don't know. Probably not. The Hellboy one that I got from them did not have a thermos, which is a bummer. But if you'd like to order Umbrella Academy Lunchbox, all you have to do is let us know before Monday at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get that special ordered for you, and then when it comes out, does it have a release date? In stores.
October 28th.
October 28th, you come into the store and boom! There is your Umbrella Academy lunchbox. Hi, Mike.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What are you doing?
Did you find your way out of Walmart?
Our final
Oh
order.
yeah, I was gonna tell you. Yeah, it's kind of ironic, the jersey. Yeah, so the Broncos were his favorite team to run over. That's
Really?
irony.
Mike's a Raiders fan.
Yep.
We were in the playoffs in the 70s.
Oh, no. No beef. No beef on the show, man.
All right, let's
No
wrap
beef
this
on the
up.
show.
No beef.
No beef on the show.
Thank you, Mike.
See you guys later.
See you, sir. All right, kids, that's it. That is our FOC show. Again, remember, if you see anything you like, let us know. DC's got to be in Sunday, which is the 16th, I believe. Let me roll it up to the top. Yes, Sunday, August 16th by 11 a.m. If you come into the store over the weekend, Saturday night's going to be your cutoff for DC stuff to write down on our clipboard. Everything else, cutoff is on Monday at 11 a.m., August 17th. So there you have it. Stay tuned tonight. We'll be live tonight from 4 to 7 for our stream sale. Don't miss it. It's going to be awesome. 37 new long boxes, kids.
37.
37.
It's a lot of long.
90% of it is
Dennis is
not.
watching. He's like, he's not coming in. He's not coming
What?
in.
Yeah. No, I texted him a picture of the truck, the back of the truck bed stacked too high, and he's like, "Ooh, I can't wait." So we're gonna pull some stuff from that new collection to have on the show for you tonight. So make sure you don't miss it. It's gonna be a gas. I'm John.
I'm Dom.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you around.